EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC
between the Washington Commanders
and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They snap it to Smith.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the right side, this is Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action. It's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
8 yards to go on second down. On second down, it's Walker.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down.
18, 19 right. 18, right here.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Slot man moves right. Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On first down, Tannehill.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
47 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Geno. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deron Payne drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. In motion right is Brown. Play action, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
After the interception, here's Smith. Open man, Butler complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Come on. That corner, 70. Hey, pass.
Now Geno on 1st down.
He completes this to Walker.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 45 on second down, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
18 ready.
Smith on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Here we go on 4, Tannehill. He's going to air one out.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. This complete to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Returning right back to Lockett.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown.
He's got the first down and more.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Slide for the PAT.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Smith.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Myers' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett from 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
On 1st down, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, Smith.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Smith going to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
Now it's Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to...
This is caught inside the 15. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.